Hi guys, I'm going to do a quick pick a card. I was up late and I just felt like going live, so here I am. So I want to do a pick a card on your toxic family. I'm not sure what's going to be about, what's going to come out, but I shuffled out just a short reading, 6 cards each pile, just boom, boom, boom. So pile 1 is ʀᴇ일ᴇŊ. Pile 2 is Dalmatian Jasper. Pile 3 is this sea rock. I don't know, I found it on the beach. Okay, so let's get to pile 1. This might be healing messages. This might be like what they think of you. This might be the dynamic. We're gonna see what comes out. So if you chose ʀᴇ일ᴇ౦, let's look at what's going on in your toxic family. King of Wands. So you might have a fire sign male in your family, a father figure, stepfather, an uncle, a grandpa, a brother. This person is led too much by their ego. I'm getting they're a little controlling, a little egotistical, kind of my way or the highway kind of mentality is what I'm getting. So you might have been like emotionally damaged by this person because they don't really consider other people's feelings. It's just to feel in control, they have to be dominating other people. Some of you also might have abandonment issues. I feel like your toxic family might have abandoned you. They might have literally abandoned you. You might be an orphan. They might just have neglected you, emotionally neglected you. Something like that. This could also be like a workaholic father figure that just wasn't there enough. Put work and other things above your needs and above your interests and making time for you. Temperance card. I'm seeing that you had actually an ancestor that was protecting you and your family. This could have been someone you knew as a child, maybe a grandparent, or this could have been an ancestor that you might not have even met, perhaps. But there was someone in your family that took up for you or took your side, either in this life or they've been guiding you and protecting you through this toxicity. So maybe this person just saw you lonely or saw you dealing with certain issues and was trying to be there for you. Hey, Peyton. I'm doing a quick pick a card. I'm just started on pile 1 and it's on your toxic family. So this is only for people that grew up in toxic situations or have to deal with toxic families. So it's not going to resonate for everybody, but a lot of people do deal with this, millennials and Gen Z. I don't know if alphas have grown up enough to realize their families are toxic, but some of them might know, but they're probably too young to watch tarot. This could be older people too, but I'm getting more Gen Z and millennials dealing with toxic families. King of Cups. Somebody might have played on your emotions as well, said that you're too emotional. This isn't going to resonate for everybody watching this back, but some of you might be LGBTQ and your father didn't approve, or they wanted you to be like more manly or more masculine and you were more feminine or more soft, like soft-hearted. You weren't as tough as this person, so they were trying to like, I'm getting like boomer mentality. This could be Gen X too, but they're kind of just like toughen up, suck it up, that kind of thing. They didn't have a lot of emotional intelligence to hold space for you. Ooh, trigger warning. Oh man, I don't. Okay, trigger warning. Some of you, this could have gotten abusive, physically, emotionally, verbally, even sexually. Some of you were abused, unfortunately. Some of you might have even run away from your family or run away from home to escape this abuse. And I mean, like, just in case anyone feels invalidated, emotional and verbal abuse is just as damaging as physical and sexual, okay? So it does, like, damage to the psyche and stuff. So even if you weren't physically hurt, you were still damaged in some kind of way. Huh. Okay, so Spirit is saying with the Strength card here, coming under the Temperance, some of you are earth angels, and this was like a training ground. Like, you chose this life path. You chose to be born into this family, even though it was toxic, because you were learning, you were equipping yourself with how to handle life, essentially. Maybe you have a kind of destiny where you're supposed to, like, change up broken systems or fight against corruption, or, you know, fight bad guys. Like, you might have a purpose to go against these kind of things and help heal society. So unfortunately, you went through some of that yourself so that you would understand it, understand how to heal from it, and understand how to battle it. Yeah, how to battle through all the feelings and all the disadvantages that come with being abused, neglected, or mistreated. And it did strengthen you, but it was very heart-wrenching at the same time with the King of Cups. You didn't get the nurturing that you deserved, is what I'm seeing. Okay, Pile 1. Let me see, do you have a closing message for Pile 1? Spirit is saying your higher self is telling you don't get stuck in the disappointment with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, the divine is offering this person another way, but they're stuck on the past here. They're stuck on things that maybe didn't work out, or a way that they wish reality would have gone, but it was different. So Spirit is saying, if you choose your healing, if you walk through this, if you find the strength to walk through your healing, and maybe cut off the family, or just heal from it, or just end the cycle kind of situation, that you have rewards coming from the divine for doing this. The divine is going to take care of you. And you also have ancestors backing you up with the Temperance card. So this is something, I don't know where you are in your journey or how much healing you've done, but this is something you can walk through. Page of Cups. Be gentle with yourself. You're going to have to maybe self-soothe yourself, self-nurture yourself, how they talk about, like, reparenting yourself. If you grew up with really effed up parents and you don't really know how to take care of yourself or love yourself, you can reteach yourself that as an adult. My in-laws feeling for me. I can ask a question at the end. I'm gonna go to Pile 2. So that was Pile 1. I'm gonna shuffle those back in. Let's go to Pile 2, Dalmatian Jasper. So we're just looking at the dynamic of your toxic family, maybe what wounds they caused. Just gonna see what comes out. I'm not honestly sure what's gonna come out in this reading. Each pile might be a different, like, focus. We'll see. Ooh. Oh, damn. Damn, Pile 2. The Devil came out. For some of you, this is just, like, really toxic. Like, these people are borderline evil. For some of you, this is like they literally might practice some kind of dark occult stuff. There's a lot of practitioners of occults and hoodoo, voodoo, different things, magic, that do it responsibly and don't, like, attack people. And there are people that do it with negative intentions, and that's what I'm more getting. I'm also seeing, like, some of you might have come from, like, extreme families, like Masons and, like, secret society kind of shit, like, actually really dark. With the Devil here, you felt tied to this, like, you felt obligated. Some of you even grew up in a cult for Pile 2. Four of Wands. Some of you got forced into a marriage that you didn't want to do. Interesting. And also maybe your parents' marriage was really toxic, so you if you modeled that or mirrored that in your own life, you saw the toxic dynamic play out in your own relationship and how damaging that was. Also, your family might like play pretend a lot, act happy, put on a good face for like events, social things. They might act like really nice people in society, but behind closed doors, there's really effed up stuff going on, is what I'm getting. You're already engaged, Rita. Okay, I'll look at that. Hold on. Let me get through the pick a card. I'm doing really short piles, just 6 cards each, so it shouldn't be too long. The Fool. They belittled you. They purposely kept you ignorant. They might have kept information from you on purpose. With the Fool here, I'm getting they mocked you, mocked your ideas, your interests, your intelligence, maybe even your looks. Like basically said like you wouldn't amount to anything, you don't know what you're doing. These people tried to like belittle you and like keep you small. Pile 2. 3 of Pentacles. Like they were always like talking behind your back, conspiring against you. Like you were always the last to know things or you wouldn't find out things. They had other intentions for you that you didn't know about. I don't like what I'm getting off of the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you were even like sold. Oh. So this could have been like just like they let people use you maybe for money, or some of you were even stolen. That's not going to resonate for everybody. Interesting. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands. They were always trying to put a wrench in your plans, put doubts in your mind about the things you wanted to pursue. I'm getting like it was very heavy control. Like you had to fall in line to like their mindset, what they wanted for you, the future they wanted for you, the job they wanted for you, the partner they wanted for you. And if you didn't fall in line, you were shamed, disowned, ridiculed, mocked. They try to keep you in line with like fear. Yeah, they tried to act like, I feel like if you're resonating with this pile, you didn't know your family was toxic till you were much older. Like I think you really drank the Kool-Aid and believed that they loved you until you grew up as an adult, maybe had your own kids, or just learned more about the world to realize like this wasn't healthy. Other families aren't like this. And some of the things that you had to endure. Some of you were even drugged and they did weird things to you when you were drugged, but that's not going to resonate for everybody. I'm getting really dark energy on this pile and it's making me uncomfortable. It's just going to be toxic for some of you, and for some it's like extreme abuse that might have been like filmed or paid for or shared or was done as a way to kind of like break you down to where you would be malleable, controllable. I don't like it. I don't know how much I want to dig into that. Pile 2, this was pretty bad. I feel like you're still healing from this. 10 of Pentacles. You are going to get abundance to heal from this. You are going to get a windfall of abundance, or you might be richer than the rest of your family. If this hasn't happened yet, don't give up. I feel like you're going to make a name for yourself, make your own business, maybe get an inheritance at some point. I don't know, maybe if they keel over or something. If you were stolen, you might get an inheritance from your real family, or they're going to find you. But you're going to live a good second half of your life. Like you're going to be able to heal from this and move on to bigger and better. It's really going to make them angry and bitter, but they didn't treat you well. So I think some of you will cut off your family and like go and be prosperous and do your own thing with the 10 of Pentacles. Give me one more message for pile 2. Page of Swords. Some of you are communicators, writers. You might speak about this. You might help other people heal. You might write a book. You might tell your story. You might just encourage others walking through similar situations. If it is an extreme thing, like you were kidnapped or you grew up in a cult, some of you might tell your story because it's crazy. Or you just might encourage people that grew up in toxic families how to get away, how to heal. That sort of thing with the Page of Swords. I feel like you're definitely going to get the strength to speak your mind and defend yourself and stand up to these people if you haven't yet. Chariot. Yeah, you're going to move on from Pile 2. I feel like a lot of you are cutting off your family or certain family members that are toxic. And it's going to be for your betterment. So you are moving on from this. So don't feel like you're going to get stuck in it, okay, Pile 2? Let's move on to Pile 3. Well, you're already engaged, Rita, so I'm just kidding. No, I mean, it's not, I was going to say it's too late to cut it off, but people do cut off engagements, I guess. So it's not too late, but I mean, I wouldn't cut off an engagement for a toxic family. I'm not saying they're toxic, unless your partner doesn't like defend you, then that can get really bad. But if your partner has your back and is supportive, if there's any issues with the family, then you'll be fine. Pile 3, if you chose this beach, glass, rock, whatever it is, let's look at your toxic family, what's going on. There is a lot of bickering, a lot of fighting. I feel very competitive. Maybe siblings were put in competition. Maybe your parents are in competition with you. Maybe even like your aunts and your uncles and your cousins, like everyone's always trying to like have the nicest car or have the best partner, or yeah, it feels weird. It's like instead of like being loving and supportive of each other, there's just a lot of like flexing and bravado, like I did this and I graduated from here and I got this job and I'm making this much and I'm driving this car and whatever. And when you were growing up, it was just a lot of bickering, fighting, arguing, maybe yelling, screaming, name calling, ridiculing. Kind of chaotic, but not extreme. It was just like it wasn't like peaceful around your home. There wasn't a lot of like laughter. Not that there wasn't, but there was a lot of arguments is what I'm seeing, in competition. Queen of Cups. You might have had a very strict mother. She was loving, but a lot of times she would withhold her affection too. Like you felt like you're always trying to earn her affection kind of thing, or trying to impress your mom. So the mom kind of wore the pants in this situation for Pile 3. Or maybe you didn't grow up with a father, maybe you only had a mom, or maybe you were raised by a grandma or an aunt or another female. The Lovers card, I feel like they might have even like had a lot to say about your relationships, try to get in the way of your relationships. Some of you even had mothers that like competed for your relationships. Yeah, it just wasn't how you thought it should be. Like something always felt off. They were very money hungry, superficial, driven by consumerism, commercialism. Like I said, who has the nicest car, best job. It's very like everything on the outside. There wasn't a lot of inner work. They didn't talk about spirituality or religion much. I think it was just very much like, how much money are you making and what kind of makeup do you wear and do you have a good haircut? And it was very superficial. Judging each other. This might have like caused you to be like a workaholic, to try to compete or feel valued in this setting if you haven't cut these people off yet. I feel like you're meant to break the cycle. You're meant to go deeper. You're meant to find purpose in your life and not get caught up in this competitive dynamic of your family. With the death card, you're meant to make changes here. So it's up to you if you want to have a different, like you can repeat the pattern or you can change it. So you are very susceptible to this pattern, to materialism as a comfort, as like a shield to the world to feel worthy. So that's something you're going to have to work out with yourself, and find another way to find purpose in something else you can learn, something else you can do, giving back to people, whatever it is. It's gonna be different for everyone. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this cycle is meant to shift. Pile 3, but it's like a test. I feel like you have a chance to ascend past this kind of vibration. You also have a chance to get sucked into it. So we all have free will, right? So you can repeat this pattern, come back to earth and like repeat this cycle, or you can level up and ascend out of it. But you have to do the inner work, which might be difficult because you weren't modeled that in a family dynamic. The opposite was modeled to you. So you really are going to have to like search within, love yourself with the Lover's card here and make a change. Seek out healthy relationships. Don't choose partners that remind you of your parents or your guardians. Don't be with someone that picks fights with you or is very superficial, materialistic, or like workaholic or argumentative. Like, you have to end the cycle, basically. So you're being tested, pile 3. I feel like some of you are still in the thick of this family, or you're still in this cycle. You're either younger or you still are in contact with your family. Ace of Cups. You need to choose to love yourself. You need to find true love and not just look for material comfort. Yeah, there is healing, pile 3, but you're gonna have to walk through it. You're gonna have to choose different and love yourself enough to seek that out. And if you do settle down, find a partner that doesn't remind you of your toxic family. Some of you need to purge and cry. Like you need to cry out some of the pent up trauma, I guess. Some of you need to do like an emotional release. It's okay to cry it out, is what I'm hearing. Water might be really healing for you as well. Showers, baths, go for swims in nature. Some of you are meant to have a child, and it's going to help you heal through this. Maybe you'll recognize the pattern as you're beginning to parent, and you're going to not want to repeat those cycles. You are meant to have a happy life, but you have to recognize what's wrong with your toxic family and do different. So you can be better, do better, choose different, but you're going to have to love yourself enough to do that. Not all of you will have children, but that's just coming through. Some of you will. Some of you are, this is just happiness and love. Like you are meant to move on from this, but you have to actively choose it and work towards that, because you're very susceptible to get sucked back into this cycle, especially if you choose the wrong partner with the Lovers here. Don't choose a materialistic workaholic cheater. You need someone that's empathetic, compassionate, and that can help walk you through this healing journey. I feel like you have another card, pile 3. Let me choose one more card. Oh, look, 10 of Cups. You're gonna have a happy life. I feel like you really deserve it after some of the stuff you've been through, pile 3. But you have to choose this, okay? So choose better, be better for your family and the family you want to create, whatever that looks like. Don't repeat the patterns, okay? So that's what I got for the pick a card, guys. I just want to do a quick one. So Rita, let's look at your question about your in-laws. Hi, Peyton. Let me see. We're already engaged. Can you please do a short? Sure, let's do it. Hi, MK. My date of birth, December 17th. Oh, you're a Sag like me. Hi, that's cool. Yes. What do you want me to, oh, you want me to choose the pile? Shoot. Pile 1. Okay, you might have to like rewind. I don't know if you can rewind while it's still live. I think you can. Okay. Rita, let's look at what your in-laws think. Don't shoot the messenger if it's bad, okay? I don't know how they are. These cards are so slippery and loud. Oh, they like you. Knight of Cups. They feel like you are fun to be around. You're good energy. They actually enjoy you. Knight of Cups. They like hanging out with you. The Knight is like action. So these people, they like when your fiance brings you around. They like spending time with you. Maybe they want to do more with you. So if you've been feeling like you want to do more activities with them or get to know them more, the feeling's mutual. They feel like you're a big-hearted person, and I don't know, you're just good people, you're good company. Aw, they already feel like you're part of the family with the 3 of Pentacles. So they are very welcoming. They want you to be part of the family. They already see you that way. I don't know if these people are reserved or you're just not sure how they feel. This looks good. They want to collaborate with you. They like spending time with you. Maybe they want to share like customs or recipes or funny stories or stuff like that. Like they want to like get to know you. 3 of Wands. They're happy that their person chose you, that you chose your person. This is cute. Honestly, this is cute energy. You got 2 3s, so it's like cohesion, collaboration. They feel like you're a good fit for the family, so they're happy to welcome you into this family. One more card. Oh, yeah, they want you to marry into the family. You're already engaged, so you're already in. They like you, so don't second guess yourself. I would make more effort if you want to get to know them deeper. I feel like they want to do that too. They want you to feel comfortable. So yeah, I feel like you're really safe in this dynamic. That looks really healthy to me. You're a Libra. You guys are both 99 babies. That's funny. MK and Rita. So you're a Libra. I mean, what's not to like? Libras are cool. Yeah, October 7th. Yeah, that's a Libra. Okay, MK, I would choose pile 1. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna log off. I might jump on and do another. I have a list of readings I need to get to, but I'm trying to decide which ones I can do live and which ones I need to do like a reading for, so there's context, like a video, like a recorded video. Anyways, I might jump back on. I might go to bed. I have to. Oh wait, hold on. Hi, Jeanette. Please, 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 General, if possible. Do you want to ask anything? Let me see. Okay. Let me see. We'll just see what comes out. It's a wild card reading. Oh, you might be dealing with combative people, a little bit of gossipy kind of people. So people have your name in their mouth. And you might be dealing with some combative people. You've been like contemplating whether to confront them or not, or to address the issue. But you're not sure that they would be receptive to it, is what I'm seeing. I'm not sure if they would be either. Let me see. These might be coworkers, family, or friends. Or just people you know are kind of like talking about you. If they're combative, it's probably people you interact with. The Strength card. Somebody's offended by your strong morals, your strong character, your strong sense of will. I feel like you don't back down and people don't like that, but that's who you're supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to make changes and make waves in certain situations. So you're gonna rub people the wrong way. So Spirit is saying get used to this. It's part of this is not going to change because it's your purpose. Your purpose is to change things or speak up on things or point things out that need to be mended or addressed or confronted. People don't always like that. So you might make waves. I don't know if this is in a work environment, your home life, your friend life, or just anywhere you go. I do not back down. That's okay. I don't either. Unless I like fearing for my life and I need to like play docile. I don't back down. I'm pretty mouthy too. You don't always have to be mouthy. I just feel like you're strong-willed. You're an alchemist. So if you do feel like people have like evil eye or talking ish or have your name in their mouth or they're trying to spread stuff about you, alchemize the energy. Use it as fuel. Anger can be fuel, can be motivation. And you can alchemize it into abundance. So don't let it get to you is what I'm seeing. I have something in my eye. Don't let it get to you, Jeanette. It can get to you at times. I know what that's like, to piss people off when you're just existing or just like speaking your mind. So try not to let it get to you. Just alchemize it. Turn it around for your good, okay? I say it is. You're welcome, Rita. Yeah, so this is just like Spirit is talking to your character, Jeanette, that maybe you've been dealing with a lot of this lately, or maybe you've been kind of questioning yourself. I don't know if people are gaslighting you or just talking crap or just kind of being abrasive. Knight of Swords. You are meant to tell it like it is. I don't know if you're an air sign or a fixed sign or you just have a strong character. But yeah, you're meant to tell it like it is. So you don't have to apologize for that. I mean, don't go crazy on people, but speak your mind and be direct and be assertive. And sometimes you're gonna have to let people have it. Oh, you're a Leo. There you go. Here's my family, it's my children. If it's your children, be as loving as you can. But yeah, if they're like going too far, taking advantage, that's tough because some parents can be toxic, but some kids I've seen are super toxic too, and they take advantage of their parents. So I don't know your situation. I would just say, as a parent, try to always lead with love, but if you feel like they're using you or it's crossed like boundaries, then yeah, lay down, not lay down the law, but you know, lovingly say like, you're gonna respect me as your parent. We can talk things out, whatever your issue is, I'll hear you out, but there has to be a level of respect as a standard. Anyway, I definitely talk back to my mom, but if you all only knew the shit that she's done, it's not like little things, it's like extreme things. So I have reasons to have anger issues, but anyway, let's not talk about my shit. All right, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. I feel like they don't have time for me. Aw. Well, maybe she's busy. Kids do go through phases. I don't know how old they are, if it's like college or just reach out. It sucks. Like, I'm a parent, my kids are young, but sometimes you just have to take it as a parent. Like, you have to love them, and it isn't always returned, which sucks. But if you're always there as a supportive person, then you will get that love back when they do have time. Or try to go out of your way and like maybe invite them somewhere or offer to do something nice for them, or like make space for her maybe as the mom. It's hard when I can't have a like one-on-one conversation to see like what's actually going on, but I just feel like as a parent, it's always your duty to like extend first because you're the mom. But if it is a situation that's super toxic, you have to have some of your own boundaries as well. So only you will know that. but maybe she's overwhelmed with bills or her family or whatever. Like if my kids are older, I'm gonna be bugging them. I'm gonna just be showing up and being like, do you need help cleaning? Do you need help me making it? Like, I'm probably gonna bug them unless they tell me to go away. So you might just have to be kind of the annoying mom that just shows up or offers a lot, or, you know, you ask her to lunch, or just like little things, even if you can make like little bits of time or something. But I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure. How do I book a private reading? Oh, you can email me, psychicrenegadetarot@gmail, or you can pop over to my Instagram and DM me and we'll connect. My website's down right now. I'm working on it. But yeah, son, I won't say it out loud if you don't want me to, but your son, I have dealt with that. I've had a family member that was on heroin for 15 years. He is clean and sober, but it was a battle for a while, so I kind of know a little bit about that. I'm not an expert, but I mean, at least I understand the situation is what I'm trying to say. All right, you guys, yeah, I'd love to do a reading for you, Jeanette. If you want a longer one, just hit me up. You can email me. All my stuff is in my about section, so it's psychicrenegadetarot@gmail or psychic.renegade.tarot on Instagram. Okay, thank you, ladies. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.